following the barbaric terror attack that was carried out in the Barsalogho department of northern Burkina Faso's Samantenga province on the Saturday of August 24, 2024, in which Jnim terrorists ambushed civilians who were digging trenches for use by the Burkinabe Defense and Security Forces as well as the Volunteers for the Protection of the Homeland, leaving behind a death toll of over 200 individuals. A military delegation from Burkina's sister countries in the Alliance of Sahel States has paid the Burkinabe President Captain Ibrahim Traore a courtesy visit regarding the same. The delegation, which was composed of emissaries of the presidents of Niger General Abdourahmane Tchiani and that of Mali Colonel Assimi Goita, led by the Minister of Territorial Administration and Decentralization of Mali Colonel Abdoulaye Maïga and the Minister of the Interior of Niger General Mohamed Toumba, paid Captain Ibrahim Traore the courtesy visit on the Monday of September 2, 2024, in which they met him at the presidential palace in Ouagadougou. They were carrying condolences and messages of utmost importance from General Abdourahmane Tchiani and Colonel Assimi Goita to the 36-year-old Burkina leader, and in a media briefing that they held at the Burkina presidential palace, alongside the Burkinabe Minister of Defense Colonel Major Kassoum Koulibaly. This is what Mali's Colonel Abdoulaye Maïga had to say. By our presence here this morning in Ouagadougou, Their Excellencies President of Niger, the President of Mali, also the brothers or rather brotherly people of Mali and Niger, wish of course to show their compassion and their solidarity with His Excellency President Traore and with the brotherly people of Burkina Faso.
À l'endroit du peuple frère du Burkina Faso.
We learned with great sadness, great affliction, of the unfortunate events, the cowardly terrorist attack targeting the peaceful populations of Barsalogho on August 24, 2024. This is essentially the purpose of our presence here. Obviously, the heads of state who sent us on this mission presented their most sincere condolences to their brother counterpart, His Excellency Captain Traore, also praying of course for the repose of the souls of the victims while wishing a speedy recovery to the injured. Beyond this event, it is important to remember that it is not only Burkina Faso that is in mourning, it is the entire Confederation of the Sahel States today that is in mourning. Added to this is a message of hope and also a message of determination. This cowardly Barsalogho attack would in no way undermine the morale and determination of Their Excellencies General Tchiani, Colonel Assimi Goita and His Excellency President Traore. The total eradication of terrorism from the Confederation of the Sahel States is an objective and one that will be achieved very soon if God wills. In any case, we are counting on the mobilization and on the strong commitment of our populations. Everything that is done as an effort goes in this direction, and morale is far from being reached. It's to be noted that this September 2 meeting with the emissaries from the sister countries was also Captain Ibrahim Traore's first public appearance after that barbaric attack, which coupled with the current security situation in the country forced him to cancel his trip to China, in which he was to attend the 9th Summit on the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation. And in the aftermath of the terror attack, this June 1, 2024 speech which he delivered to the Volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland, in which he publicly televised his combat strategies, has come to haunt him, perhaps making it one of his most regrettable speeches since he publicly revealed his plan to the enemy, plans like using civilians to dig military trenches where possible, just like how things were developing in Barsalogho before the attack. I wanted to meet you specially today so that we could discuss your possible difficulties and also tell you about the new direction that the fight must take. There is also a need to advise yourself, to give yourself more lessons, and also to learn lessons from everything you have experienced over all this time. I've always said that when you're on a motorbike or in a vehicle, it's easy to forget and just ride. And when we ride, we are constantly in ambushes. Often, you have to walk because the enemy himself rarely comes by motorbike. Either he pushes it or he drops it somewhere and he walks. We must be able to do the same thing. Organize inside your different bases there to never be ambushed. Because there is a question that still remains unanswered, and that is how we get ambushed. We have to make an effort there. I don't agree that we were ambushed. Do you agree with me? But why we were ambushed is because we let our guard down. Because we say to ourselves that, well, here we have worked, things are going well, or we are mostly less concentrated. But I urge you never to lose concentration. When there is an attack somewhere and people are ambushed, we know. Because when people are ambushed, they call to say we're under fire. That's when they call air support to speak out. But we like to hear each other and be alerted that we see them coming. When you are not surprised and you have time to tell us that we see them coming, that allows you to take steps to fight, and also allows the drones to be able to act. I can reassure you that today, we have more than 20 combat drones in Burkina. So there's no reason for you to be ambushed. And when we say combat drones, they are there to support, and they're usually just waiting for a signal that we can see the enemy coming. But most of the time, they are not called. So, you promise me here and now that you will never let yourself be surprised again. We didn't pay for combat drones to do that. We paid for them so you can watch and tell us that, we see them, they are coming, where there is this and that. If we were going to start paying for observation drones only, which are less expensive, we won't eliminate them. So don't sleep. Come rain, come wind, don't sleep. In the rain, we don't sleep. That's why I wanted to meet you today. Because the rain has started, nature becomes green. The leaves have grown a lot in bad weather, so it's not a time of weakness. You have to stay awake in the rain. We have been hoping for a while now that people could organize themselves, go out and prune around the roads, because the path towards the dangerous mines was starting to become too much. But if we widen it a little, and the way is cleared for a couple of meters on either side, that allows us to be able to carry out other actions. You must be able to organize populations everywhere, to go out and clear the roads. And we must prune so that these ideas with direct effect cannot be posed against you or against the populations. But everyone has to get to work. You need to be able to dig trenches around your communes or villages. Of course, we say that the machines have come, but it's not all. I told you right away that it's happening all over Burkina at once. We don't have 1 million machines, but everyone has to start at home. Every day, there are drones which are constantly stationed in very specific positions. They wait until we say we see them coming here. But rarely do people manage to do it. Every time we are under fire. We can't be under surprise fire, we have to see it coming. You promised me right away that you're not going to say we're under attack anymore. Will you say now we see them coming? Because I am in contact with drone pilots all the time, you wonder how I do 80% of my time. It's war, but that doesn't stop me from having to also look at our economic life. This is a promise you made to me, and I want you to keep your promise. I don't want to hear any more that we're under attack. You'll say we see them coming. We agree, right? You will mobilize your populations to dig trenches and protect yourselves. By the time the machines arrive at your home to deepen the trenches, you'll have done it. It is you who defend the communes, the villages. If you arrive, you tell them, get out, we're digging here. The enemy must not roll, or pass by there. We dig deep, we close and we settle there. Your own posts there, and at one point I had something developed, and I said I wanted to send you. Everyone spoke to you about it, the ministers of the VDPs, so that people build exemplary combat posts. Where the rain has not yet started, make the bricks, and well, build the posts. I asked for images of the different posts in certain villages, and I saw that there were some who also did it with laziness. You can't have a job, even if you built all that stuff down, and there, your head is out. How do you fight? With the image we were sent, there are loopholes. These are holes you have to fight through. And when we say to build posts, we don't have to build one or two, we have to do it all around the village. Because combat is not just one position. Others have built 3 or 4 posts, it's good for the village, right? Get the villagers out, get him to build. We gave models, but tell me face to face, you know that there are many positions that have not been done. You know that, right? What do I do? Do I have to come and build it myself in your place?